Before we begin anything, going over any tools or design in Illustrator, I wanted to have a quick video on a good setup for Illustrator. So if we go into File, New, so we're just going to make a new document. We're going to make it a 190 by 190 millimeter. If we're going to Advanced, make sure this is CMYK and this is 300 dpi. Everything else you can leave. Oh, and if you're creating a wrap, make sure there's a 5mm bleed. Create that. So I haven't got any toolbars or any settings up at the minute. So what I'm going to show you is what I do, and personally I find this the best way to do it. So if you go into Windows, and we're just going to add in the necessary toolbars that you'll be using more than likely as you work on briefs. So it's Properties. So Properties is a very useful one. That's also brought in Transparency, and Swatches is another one you'll need. So you got Properties, Swatches, Layers. This probably won't click in everything you want there. So you need Color, Layers, Align, Pathfinder, Attributes, Transparency, Swatches, Properties. And if you go into Window, Toolbar and Basic, you only need the basic buttons really for the kind of work that we do. All of these are quite useful, and you do use them on a day-to-day, almost brief-by-brief basis. If at any point you accidentally delete any of these, so if you delete any of those and delete that one, all you've got to do is go back in to your properties. So if you accidentally delete one, a few of them may come back. Those are actually, I've attached those together, so you can see you can actually remove that. But if you hover below and then wait for that blue line, you can actually attach it on. So add in layers as well. These are all attached, so that works. And if you accidentally delete your toolbar, it's always here. There is an advanced toolbar as well, which you can have, which has all sorts of extra stuff in. You can keep it, you can have a little play with those buttons, but the main buttons you'll be needing are on the basic toolbar. What I would suggest then is you go up here, you'll probably have something like Essential or Custom written there. If you go New Workspace and save that as a Matt's workspace. So if you unclick OK, but I've already got this saved up here. So if you ever accidentally delete it, or something goes wrong, or you've moved things and you've become too messy in your workspace, you can say you've really had a bit of a day and the whole thing has just gone wrong. You can go up here, Matt's workspace, and it'll make everything back nice and tidy for you. And I found this is having all these on one side and your toolbar on the other works for me. Obviously, if you find a better way for yourself, do it that way. But if you want a starting point, this is a good starting point.